were discussing IPCC's report, and IPCC is Intergovernmental Panel Climate Change report on energy and climate. And we were discussing the impact, how it would impact the poorest 2 billion people on our planet. If you're given an option to choose one thing that would impact the poverty eradication the most, I think you would surely choose energy.
As there is great shortage of power in the several villages, several cities, that is why that we decided to get into this business.
I wanted, in my career, always a challenge on the marketing front and selling. And this was a challenging job in terms of spreading the social message across and improving the lives of women folks across India.
We started as a grassroots organization trying to provide climate awareness to young people.
We took a new initiative in the field of agriculture where we wanted to grow medicinal crop, and the company started growing medicinal crop. We've added value in terms of converting it to bulk extracts and converting it to formulations. So that's how we started as a greenfield project.
I always had this instinct to develop something on my own from the beginning itself, from the time when I had started my engineering. And I was always on the lookout and search for an idea.
Energy is at the core to India's development, be it health, education, livelihood, security, everything is dependent on energy. And there is so much inequity and unsustainability when it comes to energy, and the way India is looking at developing that to find solutions to India's development problem, we started advocating renewable energy as a solution.
There is very heavy investment in solar power business at the initial stage, and the Indian banks are not feeling comfortable to finance these power projects, because as per traditionally they do need to have 5-year balance sheets and our assets and all these records. It's not available.
%50% of the population still cooks on biomass. When I say biomass, it's basically crop residue, wood, then leaves and animal dung cakes, husks and various biomass material. And the stoves on which these particular fuel is burnt is very inefficient and generates a lot of emissions. So as per WHO, one person dies every 20 seconds, and that's a major silent killer, so to say, and that's termed as indoor air pollution.
Capturing carbon dioxide from the power plants to date is highly capital and energy intensive. If you look at the complete value chain of capture, transport and storage, the majority share, about 70 to 80%, goes to carbon capture. We at Carbon Clean Solutions are working on technological advancements to reduce the cost and improve the efficiency of carbon capture process.
In the power sector, in countries like India, there's a huge gap in supply and demand, and this gap is basically due to the high amount of transmission losses as well as the poor power quality. We are basically addressing this particular gap. We are improving the power quality so as to improve the efficiency of the whole transmission system.
We've identified a potential crop called Jatropha. And this particular Jatropha crop actually is a potential crop to convert into biodiesel. The crop Jatropha carcass needs a lot of research. So we have taken up research as our first challenge, and today we have about 4 patents on Jatropha carcass for high yielding variety, high oil content, high oleic content, and also into intra-specific hybrid.
CO2 capture and storage is one of the most promising technologies that can remove up to 90% of the carbon dioxide from stationary point sources like power plants. It is a collective term for a set of technologies that include capturing carbon dioxide from the flue gas, pressurizing it, and then either storing it underground or reusing it. If CCS or carbon capture and storage is deployed at a large scale, we will be able to avoid about 230 billion tons of carbon dioxide from going into the atmosphere till 2050. And just to put that in context, it's about 7 years of carbon dioxide free emissions.
We're partnering with the technology companies on one hand and financial institutions like MFIs and Rural Bank on the other to see how these solutions can be provided at an affordable price to the end consumer. We're looking after the last mile retailing, taking care of the training, servicing and distribution of the renewable energy solutions, and we'll be trying to set up this entire energy infrastructure in rural India which could support the uptake of renewable energy technologies.
We have one plant which is running, which is at 2 megawatt in Amritsar, Punjab. And then another 10 megawatt plant is under construction in Gujarat. 5 megawatt is also we are going to start in Rajasthan. Today 17 megawatt plants will be operational during this financial year. But we have a great plans to set up 100 megawatt of power capacity by 2014.
I had developed a technology, the power quality enhancer, which enhances the quality of power for industries under a single system. It takes care of all the power quality issues. With the increasing demand for power, we need to look for alternative sources of energy, alternative sources of power, and that has created a huge demand for renewable sources of energy like solar, wind.
As per WHO, one person dies every 20 seconds, and that's a major silent killer, so to say, and that's termed as indoor air pollution. And the solution there is to give an efficient burning clean stove to these particular masses, and not in terms of as a charity, but as in terms of a sustainable, scalable kind of a project.
This being a new industry, there is no clear-cut policy, there is no clear-cut roadmap. So we have identified this particular sector. We are getting into an organized form today. We are creating our own roadmap, and we find an immense potential in this particular sector. Is going to be $1 billion industry. So we are actively involved in 5 states, in the state of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. And we have our own research and resource center at Zahirabad, where we are doing our research there, and we have almost 40 scientists working on the field. So we have created a sustainable business model which could be win-win, both at the bottom of the pyramid and also which can be converted into oil, which is a requirement for the country today.
We're really excited to be a part of Sankalp. It is a great platform where we'd be able to connect with different organizations working in the developmental sphere, from agriculture to water to energy, and also connect with investors. And it could be a great opportunity for Onergy to connect with like-minded people and explore opportunities for expansion and scaling.
Sankalp can be treated as a showcase for the development of the solar power business in India. It can create a great awareness among the consumers and the government, so that it facilitates its smooth sailing in the coming years in India.
Sankalp Forum will definitely help us in expansion and in fact especially in spreading awareness about the latest trends and technologies which are coming up in the power sector.
Sankalp, I think, is a fantastic platform to showcase particularly social enterprises businesses. This gives a good opportunity for scaling it up, because any business is required scaling up of the operation. I think Sankalp gives us a platform in terms of getting into that scaling a project, because ultimately at the end of the day you require money, and this is a good platform which encourages us to connect us to international investors, global network. So it's going to really help us in terms of getting into a global scale and a large scale platform.
Sankalp Forum in fact is a great platform to showcase what you have done in the past for investors to come in and to like-minded people to share ideas, because there would be certain social entrepreneurs who would be successful in this arena and maybe learn from their various ideas to disseminate your products as well. So I think Sankalp Forum is a great platform to meet and discuss on this.
I think it's a great opportunity for us to showcase the capabilities and technological advantage of our company. We are in a very crucial stage of tying up funds, expanding our team, and making collaborations for faster execution. And hence I look forward to meeting people from different organizations and backgrounds through Sankalp Forum.
We at Honergy are proud to be nominees of Sankalp Award 2011.
We are proud to be the nominee of the Sankalp 2011 program.
We at P2 Power Solutions are immensely proud to be nominees of the Sankalp Awards 2011.
We at Nandan Biometrics are proud to be nominees of Sankalp 2011, and we are very happy that we have made it to this level. Thank you very much.
We at Envirofit India are proud to be the nominees of Sankalp Awards 2011.
We at Carbon Clean Solutions are really proud to be the nominees at Sankalp Awards 2011.